Hi there, and thank you for tuning in to News You Need. We're really excited to let you all know, if you haven't already known, that Dining on the Streets has been extended through the entire month of September, adding 5 new event dates. Next week we'll be featuring a wonderful beer choir that was supposed to happen this week. Unfortunately, with the rain that was in store on Wednesday, we had to reschedule for this upcoming Wednesday. And then also we have had the difficult decision to cancel exhibit tours, so we do want to let you know about that. But knowing that the arts have been a very unique element to Wausau here, and we do want to make sure that is represented in our downtown events. So we'll be incorporating a art stroll element into our Dining on the Street event that will either take place the 23rd of September with the rain date of the 30th. The idea for this is to still have our downtown businesses partner with local artists to display artwork in their storefront windows, and then inviting the public to come on down that Wednesday night for the event, but then also through the remaining of the week into the Saturday to come down, check out all the wonderful local art in our local businesses, and then text to vote who their favorite artist is and business. And then the winning artist and business will receive a little award, and the winning vote will receive a wonderful prize basket. We've already extended invitations out to all of our businesses who have great storefront windows to display local art in that are either on or adjacent to 3rd Street. If you have not received communication about that and you are one of those businesses located in that area, please do reach out either to myself or Leah, our assistant director, so we can get you involved in that program. I also want to let you know that we do have a backup supply of PPE supplies in our office, ranging from gloves, face masks, hand sanitizers. So if you are running low between shipments, please do let us know and we can make sure to get that supplies over to your business as soon as possible. We are also exploring, with the cold weather sneaking up on us a little bit earlier this September, we are currently in the process of exploring outdoor heaters for our businesses, specifically our restaurants. So we will be exploring that. We do have more information attached in the News You Need email for you as far as rental of those heaters. So definitely please reach out to us if you would like to explore that option with us. And finally, Wausau Opportunity Zone, so the redevelopment of the Wausau Center Mall. A few videos ago, a few newsletters ago, we did a wonderful little video doing an overview of those concepts for the redevelopment of the Wausau Center Mall. If you have not seen that already, go ahead and click the button and check that out. We would love your feedback. Attached in the newsletter here is both my email and Chuck Adorsey's email, so feel free to reach out to either of us with any feedback you have on those renderings and concepts. We would love to hear from you. Have a wonderful day, and we look forward to chatting with you again next week. Take care. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into the concepts right away for Wausau Opportunity Zone, which is the redevelopment of the Wausau Center Mall area. So right away, you're going to see this overview shot of the proposed redevelopment area. And I first just want to bring up that, Wausau by no means has been sitting on its hands about this problem. We have so many studies at our disposal, at our fingertips, and these concepts really utilize all of those past studies and kind of pull different elements in. One of the big elements that was brought into these concepts was the implementation of our street grid. So before Wausau Center Mall was developed, and not to mention it was developed on 8 city square blocks, that was all your standard kind of street grid with the cross streets going through there. So starting to bring some of that street grid back into the downtown, but then they also did a wonderful job at focusing on pedestrian and bicyclist needs. Another thing that these concepts show is how they're able to connect these different areas just adjacent to the downtown. So we have the South Riverfront, where the farmers market is currently happening, and where there's the wonderful whitewater kayak course. So on this rendering, you can kind of see a pedestrian bridge kind of meandering through there, crossing over forest and connecting to the South Riverfront area. And then we're also going to see how it connects to the downtown here in some other of these renderings coming up here. While we're looking at this image right here, I do want to point out we do have 2 remaining structures here that are still intact. We have Home Furniture, they own their building, so that will remain there. And then we also still have that parking structure on the corner of Forest and 5th Street. To the best of my knowledge, this parking structure is in great shape, and we do have some nice life left on it, so they want to definitely keep that parking structure in there. And they'll also be implementing 532 new parking stalls throughout this entire redevelopment. Going on to our next image here, it shows what it would look like on 3rd Street in the new area. So this would be just a block south of current 3rd Street, and as you can see, we're looking south at Home Furniture, all reclad and looking nice. Over on the right is where the proposed public market would be. So an opportunity for the farmers market to have a permanent location, 4 seasons, and some potential other wonderful programming ideas. And then over on the left side of the street here, we see the first story being a commercial space, whether that be storefront, retail, restaurant, whatever that may be. And then above that, we have 3 stories of proposed residential. One other thing here that is very evident, there's a huge focus on pedestrians here. So really bringing that traffic from the 400 block, bringing them down 3rd Street to this new development and having this large open area, both for programming, but then also for people just to come and hang out. Going to our next image here, this is a little bit of a different angle. So this would be on 3rd Street, but this time looking west. You can't really see it in here, but this would link up to the pedestrian bridge that would link us up down to the South Riverfront area. In this rendering, you do then get another kind of look at what the public market would look like with this kind of covered space. And then over on the left there, we get a little glimpse of what some of the commercial or potentially residential might look like depending on how the development goes forward. The next image here shows another look at that same space. This time we're turned a little bit now, so we're facing towards the 400 block. So as you're looking down the street, we see Diamond Showcase building, and then further down would be the 400 block. So here you can see in the public market an idea to have a beer garden, maybe a microbrewery in that space. Right in front we have this beautiful lush green space for people to come and congregate. There's also a wonderful water feature there, which I do want to give them kudos for, because in best practices for urban design, they like to call them visual cues. We want to have at least a visual cue every 1 to 2 blocks, so that way it gives pedestrians that visual cue to keep walking towards that object, whatever it may be, whether it be a waterfall, green space, public art, a sculpture, a mural, whatever that may be, that really helps direct pedestrian traffic through a space. Looking at our next visual here, this would be the side that's a little bit more eastern, the eastern side of the redevelopment. And this is proposed to be a little bit more of a residential focus. There is a potential for having some of the mixed use in here as well on the first floor, but then having residential all above that. You know, I do want to reiterate that we've had consultants come in the past, and you know, we always get questions in our office too of why aren't businesses open Mondays, Sundays, late hours? And it's because we don't have that residential base currently in our downtown community to sustain those hours, as I'm sure all of our businesses have experienced. So right now we have between 3 and 5% of Wausau's population living in the downtown area or just adjacent. Our consultants that we brought in said that we need to get that up to 12 to 15% to really create that all hours economy and that really kind of vital and prosperous downtown with all the foot traffic and all the people out with their kids walking around, shopping at all the local businesses. So I'm really happy that there's a focus on residential development in this proposal, as that has definitely been an area of focus for the Wausau River District. And then ending things off here, I did want to end with this beautiful pedestrian bridge. We first saw this on the first image there, but this is a kind of a beautiful nighttime rendering of what that would look like. It's very reminiscent if you've ever been to Chicago, the bridge that they have there connecting Millennium Park to the Loop, how it kind of meanders over. It's not like it's just a straight bridge. It kind of loops and meanders over and connects down to the South Riverfront area. Another thing I do want to point out here is that they have really incorporated some beautiful seating areas here for people to congregate. It creates another third space for people to come together. If you want to work outside, you can. If you want to hang out, create memories with your family, it creates all those opportunities right here. And I can already tell you by looking at this image that there will be lots of selfies taken at this location. The whole purpose of us bringing these concepts to our stakeholders, you, is because we are looking for your feedback. If you want more information, if you have questions, concerns, this is the time that we really want to get that from you. So feel free to reach out to us here at the Wausau River District. Myself or Leah are more than happy to take your questions. Otherwise, we did also include Chuck and Dorsey's contact information. You're also more than welcome to reach out to Chuck if you have any questions or concerns. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining us for another News You Need, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Make it a awesome day. Take care.